Every week I have a favorite segment, and I think this one's mine.
This one's your favorite segment?
Yes.
Are you sure we're talking about the right segment?
I think we are.
Okay. Are we talking about Egypt?
Yes! Okay, Egypt. Egypt is bringing it to the global table now.
Egypt is the parliament is considering a law that will allow a husband to have sex with his wife up to 6 hours after she dies.
I don't think we have to tell you that this is a new idea. Not many other countries are endorsing this whole post-modem banging.
Mm-hmm.
But this is our question of the day.
Yes.
Is it cool or not? What do you think?
Well, I'm going to have to say, do you really want an unresponsive partner in the course of it all? Wouldn't you like to have somebody actively participating?
Well, the crazy thing about this is,
The one crazy thing? I think there's 6
I was just going to say is that
craziness.
It came up as a law, I'm sure, because it was happening a lot, right? Do you think there were a lot of cases? First of all, I didn't realize it was illegal to bang your dead wife, so good to know. Check that off my bucket list of things to know before you kill your wife dies, before you become a widower.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that was illegal. 2, how does this happen enough that Egypt's like, it's time we fix this? I don't do an Egyptian accent.
Well, I guess they were so many people were felt hurt that they couldn't bang their wives after she was declared dead.
And it's just your wife, right? It's not just anybody can bang dead wives.
It's just your wife. I
Okay.
mean, if you legally married to her, you can totally have your way with her corpse.
There's so many zingers that I want to just zing in.
I know,
I should at least be able to have sex with his wife once, right? Yeah, but
At least she can't claim a headache. I mean,
oh God, I don't want to say any of them, but it's just so hard. I feel like if we're on a late night show, this could be this is the perfect setup for a joke, but we're not that kind of show.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about gross stuff here. We don't tell jokes. That's what we've learned.
That's what we learned. Well, there's a lot of stuff what if you start at 5 hours 30 minutes after, and then do you have to stop? I mean, do you get if you start before the 6 hour period?
Yeah, does it wrap up like a football game? Is the last play until it plays out? Can you keep going to the 7 hour point?
Yeah.
And secondly, how is this going to be policed? Do you have to call it in and be like, my wife died, and they're like, all right, 6 hours, set the clock, and you're like, ding, and then you just start going at it? Or is it more organic? Or are they doing posthumous tests, CSI stuff to figure out the time of death, and then what in the world, Egypt? What in the world?
Exactly. There's not much you can say. It's
No.
I guess it really goes on. Do you really need to sleep with a corpse? Is that really gonna get you off?
Well, you could probably sleep with it forever.
I mean, but you know what I mean. Trying to get around our indecency laws.
Oh yeah. We've said bang it 1,000 times. Apparently that's...
Do you really need to have relations with the corpse?
With your dead wife.
With your dead wife.
And the answer, I think we all know, is yes. So let's move on.
Mm-hmm. Because it just makes the relationship stronger.
It's until death... Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, so we need to revise that whole marriage thing, that whole till death does us part.
It's death and plus 6 hours. All right, apparently the most recent... I mean, we all heard about...
trouble in North Korea.
Yeah, North Korea launched that missile that didn't go very anywhere. But now there's some problems with their parades that they're constantly having, the military parades. They have those mobile missile launchers.
Yeah, those surface-to-air missile launchers.
Yeah, you see them in all the little stupid parades, all the Soviet parades. For some reason, they're really proud of them. Mm-hmm. Well, analysts go and they look at the videos and all the stuff like that to assess their capabilities.
Military capabilities, yeah.
And apparently all the missiles are fake. They're not...
They're just props.
Yeah, it's all paper mache.
Yeah, it's like the dragons that are in the Chinese parades, but they're not Chinese New Year. Yeah, they're not we're going to war with these dragons, but that's what Korea's doing.
Mm-hmm, they're
with
trying
fake missiles. They're like big paper dragons.
Yeah, I think a couple of them were even just plywood cutouts with the thing painted on one side.
They're Roadrunner type props. Yeah, I like it. their North Korea's whole military strategy is just gonna be like a Wile E. Coyote Roadrunner type relationship where they're like bomb here and it's like an arrow and it points to South Korea.
They got like giant slingshots after the missile.
It always works for Wile E. Coyote. I never watched the end, but it always worked. I assume he caught him in the end, right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, every time.
Every episode was
I didn't have the attention span for Wile E. Coyote.
It was too cerebral. I mean, he was coming with all this elaborate stuff.
I was more of a Golden Girls guy when I was a kid.
That's the most random thing. So, like, you get together with your friends and you eat cheesecake whenever you have problems?
Sure. That never happened in the Golden Girls. I'm not really sure.
They totally ate cheesecake.
I've actually never watched the Golden Girls.
You're a golden poser.
I'm a Golden Girls poser, yeah.